What is up, everybody? It's Joe Green, and come work out with me at 3 a.m. for my second day of my post-injury workout routine. And today, I was going to hit some arms, or I guess I should say tonight, but I wanted to show you guys my stretching routine because it takes me a while to stretch, I'm not going to lie. And that was kind of my big hiccup at physical therapy, where doing this over and over and over again was not fun, I'm not going to lie. So it's kind of helpful that I'm at least getting to share the experience with you guys of actually seeing the stretches that I have to do, because whether you're injured or not, it is a good idea to stress. If you're ever going to do anything that it exhausts your muscles, anything that puts strain on your body, whether it's weightlifting, running, swimming, it saves you from cramping, it saves you from injury. I cannot stress enough how important it is for you guys to be stretching. So because of that, I wanted to make this kind of a longer video to include a couple of my stretches that I do. This one right here really helps me to help pull the lateral parts of my back, which run along your spine, which it's the middle of that, which is about where my injury is. So these really help me get a good stretch that I don't normally get without doing it. Starting my first set of hammer curls on the 25-pound dumbbells, I didn't really have any issue initially. And when I had first started working out, the 25-pound dumbbells were what I was starting on, but they did make my back sore. And here's where I can kind of demonstrate a really good exercise for your back that's best done seated, where you sit, reach out to the right, reach out to the left, and reach out straight as far as you can, leaning down a little bit, because once again that's going to pull your back away from your spine, which is what helps me to release the tension back there, and is what I was taught to do at physical therapy. So hopping into my second set of hammer curls here, I'm not gonna lie, I was defeated by what used to be my repping weight, actually what I started at the gym. So it was a little bit of a humbling experience to not be able to lift it for a full set for the first time. But I did something I hadn't done before at the gym and picked up the 20s and busted out as many of them as I could. But on the bright side, you're supposed to train until failure for maximum workout efficiency. And I can safely say that I did that, And somebody had left some weights on the ground, and one of the gym rules is not to do that. And so I also kind of wanted to demonstrate too the difference in the care that I got to take when picking stuff up, because before I would have just bent it over and kind of sloth grabbed it and counterweight and pulled it up, but I can't strain my back like that. Shout out to Stanley that I stole from my fiance. So I kind of got to squat to pick stuff up. And continuing talking about using my bag, this was my fear when coming back to the gym, was the tension or strain by bracing my lower back accidentally while doing arm workouts. Like while doing these tri pull downs, for example, I was feeling the tension start to rise in my back, and I had to take care to be bracing it in my triceps and making sure to activate them early, so that way I don't make the rope go too high and I'm pulling it down with my back and less so with my arms, if that makes sense. So that way I'm only using my back for the initial pull down, and then for my reps I'm more so using my tris. I was going a little bit heavy on the weight, at least compared to what my weight limit restriction is. I take special care to not violate it or use my back in a way that would mess me up. So I was really careful with these pull downs to not overdo it and to be stretching before and after, as you can see me doing. Again, shout out to Stanley. We love the Stanley. But what I wanted to show you here is how something that's limiting me with my back is that I want to do some tricep pull overs, but with this rope, the way that the pulley is set up, I just cannot do it. I'd be bracing it too much with my back. Whereas if I transition to this pulley, which actually locks it only with tensioning at a higher position, so I don't have to take even one full step forward to start pulling it, using this specific pulley, I can focus my tricep while also letting it hit the weight if I need to not use my back, which is really good because it allowed me to have a really nice burn in my tricep while not hurting my back too much. So you got to really look at the upsides because, while again, I'm planking here while you're examining the top of my head, I wasn't hurting. So you really got to look at the small things. Again, shout out to Stanley.